Hey everybody, it's Jang here with a look at a LEGO City set. This is the Deep Sea Submarine, comes with 274 pieces. Just a real quick look at the three minifigures that are included here. On the left is the submarine operator, who is myself, very fortunate there. And then you also get two divers, one male, one female, as well as a couple of accessories to go with those. And these are the exact same prints for the divers that we've gotten for the rest of the City Deep Sea Exploration set, so nothing new to see there. This is the largest submersible in the entire sub-theme, which is a little bit sad because I wish that they would have made one that was really large, a big, massive set that really focused on the submersible itself. This one does have most of its parts in here, but there's also a fairly decent-sized piece of terrain that goes with it. But I like the design, and I like the color scheme, the amount of contrast that it has, especially with the large ballast tanks on the side. So it's not all just yellow, and it's not just yellow and gray. It's got plenty of black. I really like these ridges going along the sides here. It's probably my favorite feature of the whole thing is how they put the little bit of little cage around those for safety, I believe. And then you've got the two arms. One is something that has a grabber hand on the end of it. You can articulate those fingers, so you can really use that to grab things. You can pinch all the way down, as you can see. Back at the base of it, you've got a ball joint, so this is able to rotate around fairly freely. You can reach across the front of the machine, and it can get down to the ground, down to the surface level, so you can pick stuff up with your articulated fingers. You've also got the ability to ratchet a couple of hinges here, so this can be turned inward. It can also be turned out, and there's just enough articulation to reach over to this little storage cubby hole here where you can put things in. So it's a little bit tough to imagine this control actually being done unless there's quite a nice camera set up outside, but you can have something grabbed in the hand and you can reach around and you can get to that little container. That is a possibility, even though it's a little bit of a stretch. On the other side, you don't get a hand. You do get one little clip down at the base for picking up small things. This is supposed to be a camera, I believe. This is supposed to be a grinder for moving material away. I'm not sure what this here is supposed to be, but otherwise the arm works the same. It's just not able to grab as much stuff. Again, just that little clip, and it can reach around to this side where you've got another one of these storage chests or compartments. The front of the craft has lots of simulated lights, so lights all around here, so you can assume that your operator would have really good view of what's around. And then the main little bubble canopy section comes down to give you access to the operator cabin there with two levers for control, and you can also see he's got a little bit of radar over there on that side, or I guess it's acting as sonar in this case. It looks like radar. And then you've got some console stuff over on this side. Since he doesn't have anything directly in front of him, I think that's fine, but they put something on the side instead. I think that looks pretty good. I just wish that it was a little bit more closed up, if they had just added another piece back there, because you can see through that a little bit, so it just kind of takes away from the illusion of the whole thing being sealed up for underwater use. Up on top, you've got two oxygen tanks here, and I guess this is part of the scrubber unit, the air scrubber. And I think this is a good use of pieces on the sides to cover up these holes that would otherwise be a little bit awkward up there, but I like the little bit of blue and just the little feeling of glass on top of that. Could represent lights, but whatever they represent, I think they look good. And then you've got your thruster units back here, which can be rotated up and down freely. You can go full 360 degrees with that. A couple of stabilizers here. That's pretty much it. Looking at the thing from underneath just lets you see a little bit of how it's constructed using one of the more recent lower canopy pieces or lower cockpit pieces for round-nosed helicopters back here. And it goes together well, and I think the net result is good. This here is the seafloor terrain assembly that you put together with this set, and I like it very, very much, especially because of this whale skeleton bit here. It's just a handful of pieces, but I think it looks great. I think it has great character to it. I also appreciate the differences of colors with a little bit of the underwater foliage or live soft coral there in the dark red, and then you got the bright green for these up here. And all of this can be lifted away, so you can kind of spot the chest that's under there that might have treasure in it, and then you can lift all this away because it's on a hinge reveal that and then get to this. You can pick up the whole thing if you want to, or you can just open it in place. And inside you will find a bunch of treasure. They give you 2 whole bars, 2 ingots of gold, and then a bunch of gold coins in there, and also 1 red gem. There's also a little crab right here, and there's another gem that you can find behind this soft coral or whatever it is. You can move this up and then reveal that right there. This is mostly based around one of those pieces that adult collectors refer to as well, this isn't the biggest one, but it's a fairly large, ugly rock piece. And it's frequently looked down upon by the Lego fan community because it's just one big piece. It's kind of like a cheater piece, and people prefer to have a ton of little pieces that you can arrange however you want. But this reduces the price of the set quite a bit by giving you one piece, taking up all this space, and you can actually use all this unintended inside space as a kid playing with this thing to explore. You can put your gem in there, you can put other stuff in there, and just consider this to be part of an underwater cave system. I think that it's a good place to get a little extra value. Last thing in the set is a shark. And a shark is a shark. It's a gray shark, and it's a shark, and that's pretty much it. It's a shark. All told, this is a really nice set. I like the submersible very much. I like the terrain piece. The price per part is a little bit high. It does have a number of large parts, so that kind of skews things a little bit, but I do wish that it was a little bit less expensive than it actually is. I do feel it's slightly overpriced for what you get, not based on the number of parts, but based on the actual volume of stuff, but it's not too bad. And the set design is definitely very good. Let me know what you think about this set by leaving a comment down below with your thoughts. I appreciate your time in leaving feedback and watching the video. I've got more to come, so stay tuned. I'll be talking to you again very soon.